Hello, this is Brett from Elliott Wave, and today we are updating Bitcoin as promised in yesterday's video, which is called. So, by the way, a bit of a self advertisement. If you look at yesterday's video with gold, the forecast, it's playing out. But I am wrong sometimes as well, so don't trust me. Anything I say is not financial advice, and it should be taken just into one ear and out of the other. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I mean, it is not financial advice, but sorry, I'm ranting already. So as usual, going to take a look at Bitcoin. If you want to take a look at the longer-term counts, the possibility of longer-term counts, I will link you to the playlist. At some point, you will find a video with all the long-term counts. Most likely, it's going to be a recent one with quite some views. And as usual, if you enjoy my work and the content, if you want to subscribe, really helps, and leave a like. By the way, fun fact, I noticed that the video with the most dislikes is always the one on the S&P. So I must have some S&P haters, but haters are good. It means I'm doing a good job. So we had a sell-off between Sunday and Monday. Today is Wednesday, the February 5th, and we're gonna investigate this mainly today. Once again, I will just briefly say that it's the way I see it. It's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or crap, or one. This is much more bullish. Could we have a top in place in wave 1 here? Yes, it's possible. We're gonna investigate that. So it's either this 1, 2, 1. Now we're going down for 2, or the one you were seeing earlier. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think yeah, I have different ways to label that wave 1. Yes, they both work, but probably this one is the one I like most. And yeah, I'm gonna take a look at this right now. So let's go straight to let's do 3 hours, and 1, 2 in place. So it looks like we could be in a wave 4. Now here we had a double XY, so you can see why double XY, you may ask. Well, here we had a 3-wave move, not 5, so that cannot be a wave C, right? Now you can label a wave C, knowing that you consider it complex, and then wave C you can have 3 waves, kind of like the old days, good old days. But I mean, at least we know we're talking about the same thing. Now, is it possible we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in some sort of a leading diagonal? A bit ugly 4, isn't it? Too small, so possible, but not really. Now, for reference, last time I did share why I hadn't posted. Basically, just living my life in my early. I'm basically in the mid-20s almost. So lots of drama, and looks like right now my life is probably in a wave 4 or a wave 2. But the correction just started. So hopefully, I hope, it's going to be a sharp correction in here, the wave 4, or I hope it's going to wave 2, so I can have I'm forecasting a wave 3 in my life. That would be awesome. But yeah, it is what it is, and thank you all for supporting, and it's always appreciated. So at this point, we do what we say. It's called a double correction. So we basically move everything. We investigate what is happening here. Now, before I do so, actually, I'm gonna, as usual, I'm a big fan of triangles. So if you didn't know, I am. And the way you will label this as a triangle is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. No, sorry, that's not the way you label it. Sorry, guys, I can help it sometimes, right? Now, what is good and what is bad about it? Well, I can't really think anything bad about it, to be honest. It looks pretty good. WXY and A, ABC. It's it's Bitcoin, so things evolved. So technically, you would need an ABC into wave A. Could you get a WXY? I guess you could, to be honest. Plus, I mean, it can always be some sort of contraction, i.e. triangle, but, with a double XY, so double XY XZ, so a triple correction. It's triple because it's Z is a correction, X is a connector. just a little bit of literature in the Elliott Wave Theory. Yeah, I mean, even if we breach a trend channel, the parallel trend channel, here we could still bounce around it if we keep contracting and extend higher. Now that is a possibility. What does volume say? Not much, does it? Let's take a look at the daily. Volume on the daily is usually a bit clearer. Yeah, I mean, this push, it was quite a push on Monday. So I guess I'm gonna say this is possible. I give it a pretty decent chance to happen. Now I should probably start creating a new folder, which I'm doing right now, and call it triangle in 4. Perfect. Okay, now let's explore the possibility of wait, what if this is in place? So if that is in place, my dear friends, best of luck. We are retracing the whole move from November 2022, which means I can say that with confidence, we should get at least all the way down here to around 65,000. Possible? Yes, it's going to happen. I don't know. I would have probably liked to see something larger. So let's see how the week develops. If, let's say today, by Friday, we continue lower and we breached through 90,000, then this count starts to gain credibility. Now, let's not forget, people. Let's not forget. Many times, wave 5 is as long as wave 1. And we almost made equality. So let's not forget that. As well as let's not forget, we are dancing around 100,000. As I said in previous videos on Bitcoin. 100,000, very important, psychological level, 1 is a fib number, blah, blah, blah. Something will happen. Now, the market needs to tell us and will tell us how strong 100,000 is. If it's weak, it's going to fail. If it's strong, if it's weak, something like this is possible, or else a bit more, I'd say a bit more bullish scenario would be this one, a 1-2. So yes, a top in place, but we would only be retracing this move, unlike this move, right? Okay. So which one? As usual, if you're new, you may wonder, okay, Barrett, you're telling us plenty of things. Which one is it? Well, you know my honest answer. If I knew, I wouldn't be here. And I do think that anyone tells you they know what it's going to be, they're full of something I cannot say. So that's a possibility. Now, obviously, some sort of a complex correction here in wave 4 is possible for their upside, and that at the point for their upside would mean either two counts I showed you, right? So once again, this one or this one. Okay, so basically wave 1 here. Hope you'll agree on that. So okay, that has been said. Once again, if we take a look even at the hourly, yes, here I had a few counts, because here I could count 5 ways up, right? So, and this doesn't look really trend establishing here from the, so that's why it makes me think that perhaps it is not this. Sorry, it is not, let's say, the wave intermediate 5 here in place, or even intermediate 1, but it could still be part of the same correction. That's why I think so, because this, once again, or say again, this does not really look like the beginning of something. This looks like a beginning of something, right? Look at how sharp it is. Many times wave A are known to be sharp. This looks like continuation, okay? Especially, obviously, it's not even if a 12-year-old just entered trading, just said, would understand supply and demand. Say, oh, look, as long as it's trading between these points, we'll continue higher. We'll continue sideways. Yes. No but you get my point, right? So, summing up, hope I didn't bore you too much. Either continuation in wave 4, either a complex or a triangle to then complete wave 5. At that point, if we continue higher, it's a matter of do we have this in place or we have this in place. If not, something more drastic would be either a wave 5 here in place. This is the most bearish scenario I can think of, and it is my least favorite. Or this. Yes, a larger correction in place. We could do something like this. Boom. Maybe all the way down to 80,000 and then continue higher. Yes, a bit of a steep correction, but still it would take us a lot further up. Which one is it? I don't know. We're gonna find out. As usual, any questions, let me know down in the comments. And if you want to join the Discord, it's totally free. Just beware scammers. You guys can talk in there between you. I'm happy if you do so. Once again, if you don't want to miss out, subscribe. It's free. And leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you, and we'll see you tomorrow.